Hi, I'm Tom Freyberg from Waste Management World magazine, coming to you from the show floor here in Birmingham, England for the RWM show. And I'm pleased to say I'm joined by Roy Brown, who is the CEO of Knowaste. Roy, thank you for joining me here today, and good to see you.
Glad to have you.
So Roy, I became a father about a year ago, and there's a big problem in our house, namely nappy waste. It's heavy, it's smelly. So Knowaste has been very innovative in coming up with a solution to treat this waste and develop a product. Can you tell us how?
Well, first of all, I have to say two things. You've got the next couple of years, obviously a lot of nappies that are going to be coming out of your household, about 5,500 actually, about 1 ton by the time your child is toilet trained. And what's interesting is across the United Kingdom, you're going to be looking at over 1 million tons of this material is generated each year. And that's a combination of adult incontinent product, baby nappy, feminine hygiene. So it's a pretty significant amount. And that's also broken down between the commercial and the local authority sector. So the vast majority obviously is domestic waste or from the local authorities, and about 25% of it comes from the commercial sector.
Okay, I mean, we'll talk about your collection trials with local authorities later on, but what about the actual process? How does that work from getting this stuff in bagged through to having a clean end product? Give us a brief overview of how that works.
Sure. Well, one of the things that we need to understand first and foremost is what is a nappy made up of, or an adult incontinent product. And so the first thing we need to understand is the outer layer is a mixed plastic, inner layer is a non-woven, and then the fiber, and then the super absorbent polymers that wick away the moisture. So if that's the main product. And what is it that we do with it? Well, first of all, our company, Knowaste, only deals with post-consumer products. So they come to us, they're dirty diapers, dirty adult inco product. It comes to our processing center, and we're not logistics people, so we don't pick it up, we only process. So the material comes to us from a variety of sources, and the first thing we do is we sterilize it. So it goes into our autoclaves, it goes in for a 90-minute cycle, and when it comes out, just from the natural process of the extreme heat, the plastic separates away from the rest of the material, which is very handy for us, and all the product is treated in the autoclave for deactivation of the superabsorbents. So that's our intellectual property, actually. That's what is our unique selling point, if you like. And we use a variety of salts, and that deactivates the superabsorbents, allows the moisture to be released, and then that moisture is driven off, and we end up with a sterile plastic and a sterile fiber stream. That material comes out, and we then go through our sort and separation, and that allows us to separate out all the plastics and the fiber. The fiber then gets baled and goes off to a variety of applications, including things like making construction tubing. It's gone in the past into making things like shoe insoles, wallpapers, and a variety of other products. It can go into the bitumen to make roads, asphalt, and so all kinds of options there. On the plastic side, we go a little further though. We granulate it, we do a significant amount of washing, and we try and get away any other fibers that are in there, and then we get a nice clean mixed plastic that gets screw pressed and baled, and off it goes into the extrusion market, where we can make products, interesting ones, very similar to these planters here, park benches, bollards, all kinds of thick extruded plastic products. So we say that about 97% of everything that comes in the door will be treated one way or the other. So our main thing is avoidance from landfill, and that's what we do.
So a variety of uses for the end product there.
Yeah, a lot of variety.
And you have your one facility in the Midlands, and you have the first local authorities to roll out municipal collection. We're in Wales, Cardiff and Monmouthshire. You have your trials in Scotland as well as elsewhere in England.
Yes.
So what's your business plan for Knowaste over the next 5 to 10 years? Will we see multiple plants across the country, do you think?
Well, I think that's important. As I started to mention at the beginning, the marketplace is about 1 million tons per year, and each of our plants are roughly 30 to 35,000 tons. So really, we're just scratching the surface. So you're right, we have our first plant in the West Midlands. We anticipate that we should have, in the next 3 to 4 years, we'll have another 5 plants in the UK. And strategically, there'll be 2 in London. There'll be a further one in the Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds area, and there will be one up in Scotland and one in Wales. So that'll give you sort of an indication of where that part of it's going. But we're also working internationally as well. So the UK is our main focus, and I'll tell you the big reason for that. In Europe, the main disposal option in this country is landfill. And that's unique in the European Union. The rest of the European Union really focuses more on incineration, and most of their landfills are in fact closed. So this country has about 80% of all of their waste goes to landfill. And in addition to that, they have the landfill avoidance tax scheme, and that has driven up the recycling opportunities and to allow us to be economic. So those are really important factors why we're here. But we also think we're quite relevant also in other parts of Europe.
Excellent. Well, Roy, thank you for your time. We wish you the best of luck for your continued expansion across the rest of the UK, and maybe one day I can expect to send my daughter's nappies to one of your plants
Not too far in the future. Pleasure.
Thank you, Roy.
Thank you.